market identification and analysis. So, under market identification is target marketing. What is target marketing? So, it is an identification and selection of market for a business or for a product. So, target marketing indeed is a marketing strategy that breaks a market into segments and then concentrate your marketing efforts on one or a few key segments consisting of the customer whose needs and desires most closely match your product or service offerings. So, it can be the key to attracting new business, increasing sales, and making your business a success. Why is target marketing important? Identifying the target market is important for a company because it allows to tailor its advertising, pricing, and promotion to apply directly to targeted audience. Now, let's move on to market analysis. So, a market analysis is a quantitative and qualitative assessment of a market. It is a tool to identify and assess the attractiveness of business opportunity. Market analysis is a detailed assessment of your business target market and competitive landscape within a specific industry. So this analysis lets you project the success you expect when you introduce your brand and its product to consumers with the market. So, market analysis includes quantitative data such as the actual size of the market you want to serve, the prices consumers are willing to pay, and revenue projections, as well as qualitative data such as consumers' value, desires, and buying needs. For a small business to have complete knowledge of their market, it is essential to perform market analysis. Through market analysis, small business can: Number 1, identify business opportunity. Number 2, evaluate existing and potential competition. Number 3, guide the choice of who they should target. And lastly, indicate the customer requirements that will be satisfied by their marketing position strategy. Awareness. It is very important for a small business person to understand the factors affecting marketing complexity because these factors can explain why market change. So, market usually change for 4 reasons. Number 1 is the shift in buyer's need. Number 2 is the new technology. 3, socio-economic forces. And lastly, the competitive action. Market opportunity analysis. A market opportunity analysis, also known as opportunity assessment, refers to the process of researching how and where you can connect with more potential clients and grow your revenue share. It involves finding competitors, understanding your audience, and discovering the potential risks. Through conducting a market opportunity analysis, you'll be able to prioritize your new business ideas based on how profitable and risky they may be. So, number 1, under market opportunity analysis is defining product market boundaries and structures. Number 2 is describing and analysis end users. 3, industrial analysis. 4, value-added system analysis. 5, analysis of key competitors. 6 is market sizes estimation. So that's it for market opportunity analysis.
Good day everyone. Now that we already know what target market and market analysis is, we will now be moving on to the next topic. My name is Antonette and Arpon, and I will be the one to discuss the market segmentation and its 2 primary types. Now, when we say market segmentation, it is the process of dividing prospective buyers into groups that have common needs and will respond similarly to a marketing action. It is a process of grouping a market into smaller groups defined by specific characteristics. First, let's talk about the demographic segmentation. Demographic segmentation is made up of 2 words. The word demography is derived from the Greek word demos, meaning people, and the English word graphy, which means the study of. When these 2 words are combined, they mean the study of people. In market research, however, there is a slight deviation in the usage of the word. Marketing defines people who form a specific market for a product or a service based on demographics. It is essential to know demographics to study the market space. Now, let's come to the formal definition of demographic segmentation. Demographic segmentation is a market segmentation technique where an organization's target market is segmented based on demographic variables such as age, gender, education, income, and etc. It helps organizations understand who their customers are so that their needs can be addressed more effectively. Therefore, the study of how population-based demographic segmentation behaves towards changes in products or services is essential. This aspect helps businesses stay ahead of their competitors and perform better. Based on different factors, there are several different variables by which demographic segmentation is done. These are demographic segmentation based on age, gender, income, and on religion, race, and ethnicity. First, let's talk about the demographic segmentation based on age. One of the most important variables for demographic segmentation is age. A generation is a set of people who were born during the same era, grew up with the same type of experiences with some geographic segmentation. For example, baby boomers are those born between 1946 and 1964. People born in this generation have certain similar characteristics and thought processes. People in Generation X were born between 1965 and 1981. Therefore, if your market research is targeting baby boomers and Generation X with the same strategic planning and asking for the same questions, it is likely to get inconclusive results as there is a big gap between how these two generations think and act. Second is the demographic segmentation based on gender. Men and women have differences in how they perceive the ways in which the market works. Even market researchers are very clear about the difference in the reasoning of the two groups, and for this reason, make gender-specific products. For perfumes, clothing, shoes, and even cars, there are gender specifications that product manufacturers understand and work based on those specific needs. Third is the income-based demographic segmentation. Income is also an important variable as it helps determine product pricing. Most manufacturers take the demographic segment into account when pricing the product. However, there are other manufacturers that only focus on the higher income segment of society. Cars, technology, clothing, and etc. are created more specifically for these segments as they prefer luxury over anything else. And lastly, the demographic segmentation based on religion, race, and nationality. Alcoholic beverages have a very limited reach in Middle Eastern countries, leaving room for soft or carbonated beverages due to the hot climate. With the increase in international businesses, these brands have created campaigns that better suit religious beliefs and even nationality, and make sure not to hurt anyone's feelings. Now, those are the different variables by which demographic segmentation is done. So, the question is, why is demographic segmentation important in marketing? Market segmentation is vital as it helps you reach your potential consumers easily. You can refine the messaging style to suit the type of audience you wish to engage by targeted market segmentation. You can quickly achieve high conversion rates, boost your sales, and earn greater profits. Appropriate targeting results in brand loyalty through customer satisfaction. Now that we know what demographic segmentation is, let us now move on to the second segmentation, which is the psychographic segmentation. Psychographic segmentation is defined as a market segmentation technique where groups are formed according to psychological traits that influence consumption habits drawn from people's lifestyle and preferences. It is mainly conducted on the basis of how people think and what do they aspire their life to be. It gives us a peek at the needs, wants, and values of users. With this information, marketers can better communicate with their target audience. Any organization which intends to understand their consumers' thought process can divide their target market according to this segmentation method. Psychographic market segmentation is one of the most effective segmentation methods other than that of the other segmentation. Examples of such traits are social status, daily activities, food habits, and opinions of certain subjects. For example, to monitor the sleep habits of people, a sleep survey is conducted. The sleep survey template consists of various questions about the sleeping habits of a respondent, which help in drawing conclusions about what habits impact sleep and the factors that cause sleeplessness. A product or service-based organization has to keep its customers in mind, as these products are created for the customer's consumption. Customer demands and expectations play a pivotal role in designing and developing a product. These demands and expectations evolve with time, and consumer understanding also involves with an increase in family income or age or any other demographic examples. An organization will be able to perform better if it understands its customers' psychology, and it will be able to provide market-driven products. Conducting psychographic market segmentation is a critical task for business development and thus needs special attention. Every individual has varied demands and opinions. Brands must focus not only on dividing the market based on psychographics, but also to connect with their target market on the basis of psychographics. And with that, there are 5 psychographic segmentation variables on the basis of which homogeneous segments can be prepared for proper research. These are personality, lifestyle, social status, AIO or activities, interests, and opinions, and lastly, attitudes. I will give a few examples of psychographic segmentation. A common example of psychographic segmentation is a luxury mobile manufacturing brand that specializes in customization. These mobiles are not available for people from every class. A certain standard of living and family income is essential to be able to purchase an expensive mobile that is customized for each customer. By using psychographic market segmentation, the marketing team of this mobile manufacturing brand can divide the target market according to their social status first, and then on the basis of lifestyles, attitudes, or personality. They can also evaluate the same variables for their competitors' target market as well, for the better selection of a market for their branding activities. This example can be extended to other markets as well. The organic food industry is one of the fastest growing industries that focuses on a specific target audience. Here is again where psychographic segmentation can play a major role. Here are the advantages of psychographic segmentation. First, it understands consumer behavior by analyzing their personalities, lifestyles, or social status. This segmentation type is important when customization of products and services is involved, as it provides details about factors such as lifestyles, interests, opinions, and etc. It is much more effective than that of geographic or demographic segmentation. And lastly, it is an extension of behavioral segmentation and offers options to divide the population base into attitudes or opinions as well. So for brands and marketers, psychographic segmentation is a great tool. There are so many benefits, but in the same sense, there are also difficulties or drawbacks. For one, psychographic data is more difficult to obtain than, say, demographic data. Also, when putting psychographic segmentation into play, guidelines should be set to ensure that the data is not misinterpreted and is used accurately, securely, and for the right purpose. And that's all for my discussion. Again, my name is Antonette Arpon. And remember that whilst most marketers are keen to go down the psychographic segmentation route, it's important to remember that demographic, geographic, and behavioral segmentation are also super important to your strategy and campaigns. That's all. Thank you.
So hi once again. So my name is Venieza Sioc. So I will going to discuss or support the behavioral segmentation, which is a continuation of Ms. Arpon that been discussed a while ago. So, behavioral segmentation is a similar measurement of psychographic segmentation, but behavioral segmentation only focuses on a specific reaction and the way the customer go through their decision making and the buying process. So one of the examples of it are the attitude toward your brand, the way that they use it, and their knowledge base. So collecting this type of data are similar to the way of your collecting or to find a psychographic data. So it is review the website can also be the one of the helpful tool when you're searching for this information. A brand loyalty is an excellent example of a behavioral segmentation. It is a type of a brand loyalty produces a consistent buying pattern, which is categorized as a behavioral trait. So marketers work to get a consumer to love and to stay loyal to the brand for a consistent purchase cycle. So behavioral characteristics have different types of it. So the first one is the purchase behavior. So it is a segmentation by purchase behavior. Distangles and varying trends and behavioral pattern that consumers have when making a purchase decision. An occasion or a timing is an occasion-based segmentation categorizes a consumer who are most likely to interact with your brand or purchase from your website on either a specific occasion or set of times. So benefit sought is segmenting by benefit sought refers to dividing your audience based on the unique value proposition your customer is looking to gain from your product or service. A customer loyalty, it is a loyal-based segmentation measures the level of loyalty and the customer has with your brand. So it's either go through a reward program, a number of purchase, a gender engagement with your marketing efforts. So customer journey stage, it is segmenting by the customer journey stage gives a direction to your business objectives. It is to pull a customer into an attention stage that you need a strong advertising campaign, a media coverage, and influence support, and all that jazz. The sixth one is the engagement. So a customer engagement can be categorized by a 3 level. The first one is an occasional engagement. So a customer sometimes have contact with your brand, a product or service, but not regularly. The second one is the regular. So the regular customer is regularly interact with your product or the service but fail to use them to the full extent. While the intensive, it is your product or services are embedded with your customer in life and they buy from you at any opportunity. The seventh one is the satisfaction. So behavioral segmentation based on satisfaction is the most straightforward for all of them. So utilizing a customer feedback can help you to enhance your product or the service by understanding which features your customer most desire and which could help you edge ahead of the competitors. So the next one, segmentation, is a geographic segmentation. So it is the market segmentation strategy in which the market is divided on the basis of the region or geographics. So can be classified by the parameters like countries, a state, a city, a villages, urban or rural, climate condition, and the density of the population. So this type of segmentation helps you to reach out to customer living in a similar region or area that measured and have identical needs. So the target customer is based on the predefined geographic border. So one of the example or the difference in interest. So the difference is about the interest, the values, and the preference vary dramatically throughout the cities, states, countries, or it is unofficials for the marketers to recognize this difference and advertise accordingly. So geographic segmentation, they're going to have collecting a data regarding what most needs or does your product is actually one of the most basic needs or does those people living in that village or countries really can use it wisely. So geographic characteristic is, the first one is the location. So location, it is getting the obvious out of the way. So segmenting by the locations gives you a lot of the options. So it could be a city, a town, a different kind of countries, and or even a continent. So this can also be used to identify a new geographic location your business may wish to expand to. So an urban, a rural, or suburban, it is 3 different environments. All you need to different and specific marketing strategies as the customer needs are different. So those in cities and suburbans tend to have more purchasing power than a rural areas. So products can be more expensive. So culture, it is when you're addressing your target market, you need to account for cultural variation and the sensitiveness. So for example, in Western countries or Western culture, the white symbolize a purity, elegance, peace, and cleanliness. However, in China, white represent a death, a mourning, or a bad luck. So the next one is the climate. So it is prevailing the climate and the weather pattern can influence the market demand for a specific product. So organization that deals with the goods and services that are climate specific needs to market this product based on the prevailing weather condition in a specific region or location. The next one is language. So not in every country in the world wants or can be marketed into English. So not all the time, like for example in Korea, not all the people can understand English. So you need to translate your product in their language, so in their own native language, for them to understand how to use or how to bake or something and what kind of product you have. So you need to make sure that if you're running a marketing campaign, it will be essential to be done in their local language. So you need to make sure that you're ready to enter a market if all your market messages are going to need to be changed. So the next one is a population density. So this can be either a focus on the density or the population type. So a brand may choose to focus on a densely populated city area. So for example is a fitness chain wouldn't set up a gym in a rural area. And you can also overlay a demographic information here to find a target audience. So that would be all. Thank you for listening, and I hope you all understand our topic. So always remember that there are 4 different kinds of segmentation. It is the behavioral segmentation, a geographic segmentation, a demographic segmentation, and the psychographic segmentation. Thank you for listening and have a good day to all.